The views expressed and the opinions given by the individual host and their guests do not necessarily reflect those of Para X, its affiliates, or its sponsors.
Supernatural. Magic. Ghosts. UFOs. Bigfoot. Extraterrestrial. Psychic energy.
The Calling.
And good evening, everyone. This is Jerry with The Calling, along with Kimberly Juarez. Isn't that just sexy as hell? You know, it's nothing like somebody that sounds like they're asthmatic.
Kimberly
Juarez.
Asthmatic. Oh,
Juarez.
that sounds like Bigfoot.
It kind of does. It does. That's hilarious. Oh, so what's new, Kimberly?
Nothing much except for the snow and the cold. You know, good old Minnesota. We're here.
Minnesota. Yeah, that's definitely for true. I tell you, I'm over it already. I'm tired of this stuff.
It hasn't even begun.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to shoot it. I see another snowflake, I'm going to blow it out of the air.
Right.
No, it's funny is that, you know, the snow's been sitting around for a couple days and stuff, you know, the major amount. And now tomorrow they got to make everybody move out of the lot at 8:30 in the morning, can come back in at 12 o'clock. And it's like everybody now is trying to get their trailers that they have sitting out there, cars that they haven't started in months, you know, and now looks like they finally did over here. They cleared it all out and stuff. Me, I just pull into my garage and let it sit in there, and I don't work until 3. So, you know, that's just fine with me.
But you guys got more snow than we did. So that's just it. We got more water and ice. Like, It just froze up instantly. And so it was just like ice capades at the bottom of your snow.
Well, you know, just to let you know that snow is water. And
yeah, I know.
Ice. Oh, okay. I didn't know if you knew that. I thought maybe you thought it was a different recipe for something. You know, oh, my God, you mix those two together and you get a tree? Yeah. No. Yeah. Snooky saying my locks froze on the garage this morning. That sucks.
Yeah,
you know, it's funny. I had that happen once, but where's my lock de-icer? Inside the garage. Like, that's going to do me a lot of good. So what did I use? I went out there with WD-40. I have a little cannon here, and
it
a
worked.
lighter. Yep, just like a blowtorch.
It works.
And it really dries it fast. You know, one thing that's really cool, and I never bought it because I thought it was just a joke. But, you know, your windshield gets full of ice and you got to sit there and chisel it. It takes hours. Next thing you know, your car is completely warmed up because you're sitting there for 15 minutes trying to get the thick ice off your windshield. What did I do? I went and bought the Prestone De-Icer spray stuff.
Oh, yeah. The yellow stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff works, you guys. That really does work.
It does. It was awesome. Yep. You know, right away, it just, you know, it takes like maybe a couple minutes, but you'll see it just kind of lift everything off. It was pretty cool.
Just giving you guys some de-icing tips from the Calling Radio Show.
Exactly. And it's available at Walmart.
Right.
Should have said Target. Look, there's Cat. Cat's finally out there. I mean, it did
fill out. Look see, we thought we were going to have an empty show, like crickets kind of sound.
Yeah,
so that's good. Everybody's coming in.
And I almost got fined because there was nobody in there.
Yeah, cookies.
Yeah. Sarge was going to do it.
Yep.
Well, too bad.
So what are we talking about tonight, Jerry?
Oh, we're going to talk about our year in review.
Our year in review. We've had some good shows. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, we had some really good shows. And last year we actually started off January 6th, which is my birthday. And oh, yes, my birthday's coming up. So you can send gifts. Yeah, but actually send money. Just Venmo me. But anyway, we started off on January 6th with Michael Bodine. And what a fun guy.
Oh, my God. He's hilarious. You got it. That's all you did was crack up. That's all. You know?
Oh, big time. You had to watch the F-bombs, though.
Yeah. But he was very informative. I'll tell you that much. I love his stories about how, you know, his family and how they were all have some kind of ability, except for one sister. I think he said that didn't care for it too much. But, I mean, the rest of the family did. I think there was one sister I think he talked about that didn't really want to kind of, but remember?
Oh, yeah, I think so,
what's her name? The other sister, the sister that always works along with him is, what is her name?
Echo. That's the older sister, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's kind of cool. A long time ago when Bobby Sullivan got me going on the MPC radio, you know, before the MPC, this is when I was doing a, kind of guest co-hosting with Bobby, and he brought Michael on. I thought Michael was Echo's son.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I remember the first time that I met Echo, she was like, how old do you think I am? And I'm like,
oh, no.
What? And then I was like, oh, my God, somebody narked on me. Great. That's just awesome.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so it was pretty funny. But so he was one of my favorites. And, of course, Bobby Sullivan, when he comes on, he's always got something interesting to talk about. Yeah,
Bobby does. He really does.
Yep, he did really good with that. And I have to say that one of the shows that that went pretty good for us, and I didn't think it was going to be, was the human ritual sacrifices.
Oh my gosh.
You did
that one
last year?
I thought people were kind of a little upset about the whole thing. They were talking about too much gore.
Well, it really was gory, but there was people that actually were checking it out and everything.
Well, because a lot of this stuff is true. Back in time, they did a lot of that, and people, they believed in half of the stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And of course, not all of it. You don't have to sacrifice your little virgin girlfriend or whatever.
Right. Well, there's still,
all that.
Working in a liquor store, you still see things that are supposed to give you, like mezcal, tequila with the worm.
Oh, yeah.
Swallowing the worm is supposed to give you, dreams. What is it? To see in the future or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Well, yeah, I did kind of know that, but I mean, I didn't think it was true.
Well, yeah, they say, by swallowing the worm, but I figure it this way: you down a whole bottle of tequila, you're going to see all sorts of crap.
Yeah, exactly.
Mostly vomit.
Yeah. That tequila is not yuck. But I didn't believe that they really believed in that. That's so funny.
Oh yeah, that is the big thing about the worm in mezcal tequila. Mezcal. Yeah. Am I saying it right? Mezcal. I can see the bottle. I can see the label, and everything.
But it's just a little mealworm, isn't it? Like some type of mealworm. Really tight. Yeah, it's kind of nasty.
Tight. Still nasty. There was a guy that came in on Christmas Eve day. Mm-hmm. We were open till 5:00, and he was looking at the tequilas, and he grabbed one. He was going to come on up, and he's like, "No," and he put it back. I said, "Grab the mezcal, man, because when you get down to the worm, you're supposed to see visions. Is what you're supposed to see."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "According to
sold."
I said, "You'll see all sorts of things." Oh, I'm going to get so that, funny. So he got it. And I seen him on Monday, and he came on in, and I said, "How's the mezcal go?" He says, "The only thing I seen was the inside of my toilet, man." Oh. And I'm like, "Really?" He goes, "I have never been so sick." But he said, "You know what? I like the flavor of that tequila." And I said, "Well, you didn't drink the whole thing. He goes, no, I had one other to share it with. And I thought, one
other? That's what I
God, But, what's really funny is like Steph, Steph was one, we would go to the bar and, I would meet her there before we got married and stuff. And she'd be sitting there and there'd be construction workers and they're all doing shots tequila. And
Really?
Steph never had to have the lime or the salt. She would just slug it down and she wouldn't even wince.
Ooh.
While everybody else would be like taking their piece of lime, sucking on that, throwing down the salt. It's like, God, but then she would lose the next 2 or 3 days,
no.
and she'd be just laying around the house and just real bitchy. Oh, hey, there's Steffi. She's in the thing.
He's talking, love tequila. That's what she said.
Yeah, she loves tequila.
I love it.
I don't think she's had it in probably years now.
Love a good prime tequila. Top shelf.
You do?
No, I don't like tequila, to be truthful. The only thing I really care for is, the only one I like is Patron, and that's if it's cold. And I could do that. But other than that, there's nothing else I could do. That's it.
Oh, my God. I, myself, when I used to drink it way back in the days and stuff, I never did all those, I call them foo-foo tequilas. The only thing that I did was Cuervo Gold.
Oh, okay.
That was the good stuff. Yep, Steph just put up Cuervo. Yep, that was the stuff.
That's so funny. That is so funny. So, I mean, I can't believe it. I honestly didn't think that was true. My mom used to tell me about the worm, but I never thought that was true about seeing visions. You could see visions.
Well, so, you know what? That's what you need to do. This is your mission. Okay, your mission is to
drink
get
a bottle of tequila.
No, of mezcal. Make sure you get mezcal. You can get them in little bottles too, and they still have the worm in it. Feed it to everybody in that last shot. Slam it down with the worm and see how it goes.
Go to sleep at night and see what happens.
Yeah, ask Shauna. I bet you Shauna's ate the worm many times on tequila.
That's kind of gross if you ask me.
Well, no, that's tequila. What are you talking about?
Oh, the worm. I'm talking about the worm.
God. Okay, let's go on to the next here. Mm-hmm. So, and by the way, some people have asked in the past, when do you do the paranormal babble? We do that basically when we don't have a topic, so then we shoot off the hip of paranormal stuff, and we usually come up with good stuff.
Yeah.
On that.
What's the latest, or what stories have come up, or just talk about, different things. Like, what did we talk about? We talked about the doll before we had, what's her name on with the dolls?
Renee Rodriguez.
Renee, yeah. So we talked about dolls just before Renee, and that was our babble. And then then that's when you came up with the idea of bringing Renee on. So which I thought was a very good show.
And as a matter of fact, she's coming back on with her daughter Torgan, the 12-year-old psychic. And it's interesting is that I showed them a picture, and we'll kind of go over it in the next couple months. There's a reason why. So I'll just kind of set you up on this now. But showed her some pictures of things. I want to see if it's real or not. So, if she really knows what she's talking about, Torgan. So we'll do it then. So yeah, that's the story behind Paranormal Babble, where we babble.
Yeah.
That's it. We just talk. But I guess I got to say, and it wasn't in 2021, but in 2020, I think it was, is having that pilot on to talk about UFOs.
Oh yeah.
I haven't talked to that guy in a long time. I should give him a call and see how it goes and stuff. Because he was a really super nice guy. And I actually got to meet him a couple times, him and his wife. And if you guys were to see what he looked like, he sounds exactly what he looks like.
Really?
babble. What's different? Nothing. We just babble. He looks exactly like the way he sounds.
Oh,
He's a very smart man. I have a repeat tonight. Too much sturf going on. Be a new show next week. I love the way she talks. Too much sturf going on. So there.
Yeah, we had Shauna on there too. We had Shauna on this last year as well.
Shauna was a lot of fun to have on.
Yeah, she was.
Yep,
Yeah.
she didn't swear.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Because I've heard her on her show.
Have you? Did she really?
Well, kind of, not really. I think it's interesting. I like her show.
Well, she's got a good show. Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So,
sorry, I had wow, man, that hurt. I had a sliver in my thumb. And of course, being a man, we just bite it off. And also CJ Dunham.
Oh, yeah.
CJ's got a great show. If you guys ever, listen to her show, it's on Monday night and Friday night. She's got a great show going on. She's a lot of fun. And, one person we haven't had on in a long time, and actually a lot of people really liked her when she came on, and that was Valentina Lomborg-Wiley.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Just going to say that about how we had her, and I thought her shows were pretty good, too.
Yeah,
so,
she was always a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, she's a lot of fun. So yeah, I thought she was very interesting. So we were also talking about how long we've been on the show. So like Jerry was talking about the co-host and how many he's had. So we were talking about that just before we came onto the show, and I just think it's interesting because I remember Will, and of course.
And that was Will Ventling. That was back the day of MPC radio.
Oh, but I only heard you guys a couple times. I didn't even know I was going to ever meet you. That's the thing. You know? Yeah, I've heard the show, but I didn't know you were the co-host of that show or the host of that show. Isn't that weird?
Oh,
yeah.
Darn.
So I met Jerry through what was it called? The Paranormal. Was it the Paranormal?
Oh, the Minnesota Paranormal Coalition.
Yeah, that's what it was. And that's how I met Jerry. And that's when we first started out. And we were doing paranormal, but we were doing it for more private cases than we've gone on haunted places. So, and that's how we met Jerry. And we didn't even, we just went on a ghost hunt, basically. That's what we did, with Jerry. So.
Yep, I remember that because we did a ghost class too.
Yeah, 101. Yep, I still have the paperwork to that. That's so funny. So yeah, so I've met Jerry. It's been a while now, Jerry. You know that.
Yep, it has been. It has been quite a while.
And then he asked us to be guest of his show. I remember that for Cat Paranormal, and we all got on the show. And just one day, randomly, he said, "Hey, Kim, want to co-host with me? I'm just doing something." And I said, "Sure." And it was just little here, little there, and all of a sudden,
you were so shy when you first started.
I know, I was.
You were afraid to say anything.
There was a lot of dead air, Jerry.
Oh my God.
I think I was more nervous than anything, to be truthful. But yeah, there was a lot of dead air.
Actually, getting on the radio and stuff, I mean, it was very nerve-wracking. I mean, I remember when I was on with Bobby and stuff, that a lot of times the words and you betcha and
you betcha.
Okay, and stuff like that used to come out, and well, Steph, she used to do it too all the time, the except for she would hum, and that used to drive. She used to do that on. No, she still does it on investigations. But no, we had a lot of people. We had, it was really funny. I came across all the old, things of, you gotcha. That's another one too. Yeah. Gotcha stuff. The theme songs that we would do back in MPC. I found all those.
Oh, really?
And, you'd be like, My name is Kimberly Warhes, Cat Paranormal, and then there was Freaks, Friends,
Oh yeah.
Searching Entities and Known Spirits.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
like, there was all that kind of stuff that was on that, That's what we had. The Firefly thing was filled with all those. I think it was a Firefly thing. I can't remember. That was our what we have on there now. Jerry has been coercing people into the hosting. I'll check the rule book on this. I am finding you cookies.
Right.
CC. No, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There was a lot of hosts, and some I don't mention. A couple I don't mention. And that's okay by me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we've had a really good run, and like you said, I just can't believe that I'm still here.
What do you think? I was going to throw you out? No,
No,
we have magic.
we have magic.
We have magic.
I don't know about that, but yeah, we got something. It's working.
And you don't do the dead air anymore, which is nice. So you've learned that dead air is bad. You do. You giggle like everything. But no, what was your favorite topics that we?
I have so many favorite topics. I mean, a lot of favorite topics that we've talked about, like the Bigfoot and the cryptids. And I mean, we've had some really good shows and a lot of good guests, So, it's just interesting. I like the whole thing. I love when we talk about the Babel, though. I don't know why, but I can really get into it.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing is the Babel, it's just everything. It's just things that we just want to talk about, and it usually goes into other things.
Right.
But, when you got a topic, you got to try to stick to that topic as much as possible. And sometimes that's really tough. And I'm sure that Steph and Shauna, they can, they had shows too and stuff. And it's pretty hard, especially if you've got a topic and you've kind of killed it within the first 15 minutes.
Right.
It's like, what are you going to do for another 45 minutes? You're going to sit there and pray that the break comes up and then pray for bad weather wherever the producer is so that it cuts off,
Right.
But the Paranormal Babble, I mean, that, and you would have to say that with our Paranormal Babble, did it kind of rub off on other shows maybe? Because they've got the Paranormal Smorgasbord one has.
I think we all read off of each other.
We do, which is good. Yeah.
Which is good because sometimes you want to know what the latest is or the topic is. And it doesn't mean necessarily we repeat the same thing. It's we research more. You get to see and hear more. There's so many good shows on ParaX Radio. You cannot not, be able to listen because there's so many and they talk about everything. You can go in the middle of the night and you can find a radio show on ParaX. It's great. You know what I mean? So it's like that's the kind of thing. I don't know. I feel like when radio shows, I listen to. I have to admit, I do listen to a lot of radio shows, but I think sometimes it's good because you kind of know what's going on, what's in, what people are talking about, what the subjects are, what you can talk about next. Not the same subjects as others, you know what I mean? And you do your research more on some of these topics that they do talk about. So ParaX is really good for a lot of variety. I have to admit that.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a good thing. So, yeah. And I'm really blessed. We really are blessed to have a lot of these hosts that we have, We got Squatchish. They're always on. They always come on and they talk about, and they're great because I mean, you're just laughing because they're all the ladies, you know what I mean? So it's just great to have like good hosts that come on and guests, I mean, and they come on and they, talk about what they like doing. So I don't know. I think ParaX Radio has got some really good good varieties and subjects and stuff like that. So,
Right.
yeah. So you gotta admit the Gathering's pretty good. The Gathering. I love saying that.
So do I. And no, Sherry, you're wrong. The Gathering had Babel for topic first. No, they did not. We've had that for a very long time, but we're not trying to, gosh, somebody's competitive out there, aren't they? No.
What was your favorite subject, Jerry? Like, what was your favorite show? What do you think? Even a past show, what was like your favorite? I mean, Bobby Sullivan was always kind of good, about a lot of the things he would talk about.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, I think one of the favorite ones of his when he came on and we talked about auras, and then we also talked about because that was really a good show, and then we had ones of what did we talk about? I think it was more of like the mind, how the mind works on the paranormal, which I thought was really interesting. Because that's a weird subject. I mean, nobody really thinks about the mind and paranormal. They pretty much go together, because what you think in your mind, could it be real or could it be paranormal? And then when you break it all down, the brain is where it all really comes from.
Yeah, you have to be
questioning
careful.
Yourself, right?
You have to be careful, because your brain can trick you into thinking that it is paranormal, and sometimes you have to set back and say, okay, I need to get out of here. Let's do this again. Go back in and reanalyze everything. And it's true, because think about it, Jerry. When you have a group and you're sitting there doing all these investigations from one to another, and then all of a sudden, you have to be careful, because your mind just sits there and that's all it wants to be is in, your investigation mode. You know what I mean? So you're thinking this and that. And sometimes that's why you need to have others on the team, to make you say, hey, nope, let's think about this, So,
right.
Yeah. So the mind can play tricks. I'll tell you that much. So, yeah.
Exactly. One of my big no-nos I remember I did many years ago is we were doing the show. I thought I had muted it, and I didn't, and I put in a big mouthful of chips. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that?
I don't.
You don't remember that? Oh, yeah. You were the one that said, Jerry, we are live. And I'm sitting there like, that wasn't paranormal. That was stupidity.
That was scary. Eating his chips.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was super hungry.
I was really hungry that day. Oh, yeah. Heck. I mean, I said heck. I think another one, too, is like poltergeists.
Yeah, that was a good
I
one.
really like talking about poltergeists and about water poltergeists.
Yeah, that was interesting, because people didn't think that there really was some type of water poltergeist.
And it's funny because I've never really heard of it until Bobby brought it up, and then when I was asking other people too, they're like, some didn't hear about, never heard of it, but then other ones did. And I'd have to say my favorite location still is Walcott.
Yeah, it is.
We had a lot of stuff happen out there, but second,
would be Hamburg.
Yeah, it would be Hamburg. We had. Yeah. Did you see the video I put up of?
No, I haven't seen it.
You didn't see the video?
No, but the one I think is interesting is the show we did with Chris Riggins. Was it Riggins? Her name is.
Yep.
And oh my God, that. I will never forget that whatever it was forming right next to her. And I was just like, what is she smoking? That's what I kept thinking. She was smoking.
I actually did for a brief second, but then I'm like, she couldn't be smoking up there because, the beds,
because it's the hotel room.
That they wouldn't allow that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
And then, when I seen it, and I just remember you going, hey, hold on. Are you smoking up there? And then seeing the little one form and do that was freaking amazing, Yeah. But the big one is, the big thing too that's amazing, and I have to say this, I very rarely get scared on investigations,
Uh-huh.
but of all things to be afraid of, well, first off, I was afraid we're not going to find anything when we did the whole. Oh, wait, we'll have to come back in a second. My God, it's time for break already.
Oh my gosh!
So we'll go to break, and then we'll come back, and I'll talk to you guys about my fear of the paranormal. Be right back in 2 minutes.
Steph. Hey. It's a Taffy Tuesday today, Heidi. Taffy Tuesday? I don't know, Steph. That's kind of a stretch. Well, we want to give everyone something to chew on.
Tune in to the Gathering Radio Show Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern on Para X Radio.
Are you haunted by shadow people in the middle of the night?
Do you secretly love all things creepy and spooky, enjoying ghost stories and horror fiction from the best storytellers?
Do you have a true ghost experience you want to share, but no one will believe you?
If yes, listen to the professionals on What Are You Afraid Of? Horror Paranormal Show Friday nights at 9 p.m. on Para X Radio and at www.whatareyouafraidofpodcast.com.
What are you afraid of on Para X?
Our creepy and demented hosts are on call to provide you with all your spooky needs with true ghost stories, interviews, indie music, and new horror fiction. We are ready to scare you.
Para X.
Hey, this is Lee from the Dead Zone. I want to give a huge shout out to Shauna and congratulations on her new podcast, Exploring the Paranormal Perspective. You'll hear some amazing guests like me, paranormal and true crime stories, and more. Catch her Wednesdays at 8 Central on the Para X Radio Network.
Whether you're listening at home, at work, or anywhere, thanks for making Para X part of your day. Your source for everything paranormal. Para X.
And we're back. This is Jerry with the Calling, along with Kimberly Juarez, and this is our show. Yeah, this is our year 2021 year in review show. And I just actually got bit by a spider on my foot.
What?
Yeah, I just smashed it. It's huge. It's like, oh God, think of it as a quarter, and its leg span and everything is just as big as that. And oh my God, did that hurt?
Oh,
wow.
Ouch.
If I start shooting webs, that's it, man. Marvel Mania is going to go off. God, that really hurt. Okay, so, all right. If you guys are enjoying the show, you just popped in, you can actually go to www.thecallingradioshow.com. It'll be on sometime tomorrow or Friday. You can also go to the Calling Radio Show YouTube. That's basically where the most of the shows that we have. And please subscribe. And like we've been talking about, Para X has got some tremendous shows. And I know I talk about Geeks Paranormal with Shauna, and I talk about Stephanie and Heidi all the time with their show, The Gathering, on Tuesday nights. You guys, check them out. They're a lot of fun. There is just more than that. Every night, every day, every night, there's always something going on. And if you see like Ceiling Cat or Sarge or any of that, and you are new to the chat room, say hello. That's gosh, I can't believe I actually did get bit right through my sock.
Ouch.
Well, it's dead. It's all curled up.
Oh no.
Dang, that was bad. That was not good. What were we talking about?
We were talking about the different shows we had. You gotta, and you know what too? I mean, you gotta admit, I think our chat room, there's always someone different in our chat room, except for our our faithful people, but you always gotta, sometimes our chat room is pretty awesome. You gotta thank the chat room.
They're always awesome.
Yeah, you gotta thank God for the chat room. Seriously.
Yep.
So, yeah.
They're always awesome. We appreciate everything that people have done. Oh, my God. You're not going to believe this, Kim. Okay, so Sarge, when we were talking to him during the break, one of the things that he was saying that came out was when we did the Chubby Bunny Challenge. And that's stuffing our mouth full of marshmallows and saying Chubby Bunny. And I actually just found all 3 videos.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yes,
I was like, please, no.
I found them all.
There are videos, you guys. There's actual videos eating freaking marshmallows. And of course, you have video of us doing it.
Yep. And as a matter of fact, I am copy.
Oh, no.
And,
oh, no.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Okay, so this one's me. So I got this, Sarge. I actually found them. I thought this was pretty cool. So there's mine. Let's get you in there, Miss
Well, you don't
Kimberly.
want to do that. We'll be more entertained by you, Jerry.
No. We gotta have.
And who's the one that brought this whole bunny challenge? As a matter of fact, I think I was an innocent bystander because I think I was only co-hosting the show, and you guys still made me do it.
Well, we made everybody do it. It was Dee McCulley.
Oh yeah, that's
who was a guest, and he was a friend of Al's, Al Yerxa, and we. This is just too funny. And then we hold on here. One more. Let's get Al's in there. Al actually was the funniest because he decided to do all of them to go for the world's record. That's what he said. I think he stuffed like 7 or 8
oh my
marshmallows in his mouth. Yeah, and these are regular size. I wanted to go with the big one, Never did the Chubby Bunny challenge. Do a Peeps challenge. That's disgusting. Peeps, they say that Peeps actually start on fire really good.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, God.
Probably the sugar all over that.
Probably. Oh, my God, does that ever hurt? Oh, I'm in pain over here.
Jerry's going to turn into Spider-Man. I'm going to see him in leotards, everybody. I'm waiting.
Spider Pig.
Oh, jeez, Jerry.
Oh, it's Snooki now. Snooki was one. She was funny. I think it was her birthday or something. I got her. Peeps are flammable. Aren't they? Aren't Peeps flammable?
I don't know. I thought maybe because of the sugar, it could be. The sugar all over.
I'm going to have to buy some now and and try that. Try to light them on fire. But anyway, Snooki, Darla, I used to work with her at EMC Publishing many years ago. And it was funny because I remember the first time I met her, she was kind of peeking over and she's like, "Is that him? Is that him?" She was a fan of the show.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know her. And that was really awesome, But anyway, I got her a salt lamp. I think it was for your birthday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I made her lick it.
You made me lick it too. I took a picture on Facebook and tagged you in it, remember?
That's
and they're like, "Yeah, Kim, lick that salt lamp." I was like, oh my gosh.
Well, the thing is that, you got to claim it as yours. And where did I get the licking thing from? Many years ago when I used to work at a bar. Who was it? Somebody brought in pieces of cake from Outback. It was a customer. They brought the whole cake in. They brought it for us. And we each got a piece. And one of the girls, Michelle, that worked there. Michelle, she was hilarious, but she was kind of gross at times. And we're like, what are we going to do with those other pieces? So she went over and she licked the whole entire thing. And she says, "I claim it."
Oh, my gosh.
And that kind of gave me the idea about making you guys, lick the salt lamp because you have to be one with the salt lamp,
Yeah, and there goes Kim taking
At
Picture
times,
the salt lab.
exactly.
Tongue hanging out.
Steph says, at times she was ick. She was, but she was funny. She was really hilarious. Darla, you got that picture of you licking the salt lamp or what? Let's put it in the chat room. I made Mom lick hers. Probably
That's
after they did
funny.
tequila.
Oh
You know,
my
then you
gosh.
lick the old salt lamp. Anyway, if people, some people, they may not know what we're talking about by salt lamps. Himalayan salt lamps. They're actually really good and relaxing to take away negative thoughts. Very therapeutic type things with
they are.
feelings that you get off of it and the kind of vibes that it puts out to a person. And also just, the calmingness of it. Wouldn't you say?
It's just the glow of the lamp itself is really nice, and they have them in huge sizes, different sizes and stuff like that. So they say that they really are good for you, so yeah. But Jerry wanted us to become one with our salt lamp. And we did, of course, lick the salt lamp, I'm like, oh, this is real. This is real salt.
Well, of
Like a
course
dork.
it is.
I know.
Such a dork, she says. Oh, it's just all good and fun, and stuff.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, now I'm getting the page back up here again because I lost my page of all the shows we had.
You know what other show I really liked is when we did the whole thing about the question. What was it? Like questions about the paranormal, and we had a panel. We had Heidi. I think we had Heidi. We had, I think we were talking about exorcisms. Remember that? This was a while back ago. This wasn't recent. This was a while back ago about the different ways of helping people with exorcisms or based on questions about exorcisms. Don't you remember that, Jerry? It was
I don't
Heidi,
remember it.
I think Michael and Michael Reverend Schroeder was on as well. And we were just talking about different Michael from Odyssey, Michael O'Neill. Michael O'Neill, I think he was on there as well. We had a panel of people, different people. And I thought that was a pretty good show because we had all different views of exorcisms and what they thought, what their thoughts were about evil and all this stuff. I just you don't remember? That was such a good show.
I don't remember that. Maybe we should do that again.
It was a good show because it was just a bunch of different people and it was just random and how we do clearings and stuff like that. So Heidi was different. I was different. Mike, I think was it Michael O'Neill that did it? And Michael Reverend Schroeder. I know he was on there as well. And how, what their beliefs are.
Did you say Michael Reverend Schroeder?
Well,
I
know I said
Michael
that.
Schroeder.
Reverend Michael Schroeder. So it was a good show. I remember that.
Yeah. Steve B is asking how is Reverend Schroeder doing. He's doing well. He had heart surgery, and he's doing really good now and everything. He right now is not really doing much. He's just kind of, still taking it easy and stuff. And
this is the kind of thing that. Okay, so I have to tune into this. We don't have very many exorcists. And a lot of the times, a lot of them you have to have all this paperwork done just to get certain things done. And this is where some of this paranormal, a lot of the paranormal groups don't do it, and then there's some that are interested. And I think a lot of them that are interested, they should learn by people like the Reverend Michael Schroeder. You know what I mean? And
right.
You know what I mean? Because, if you go into something, you don't want to do something wrong or something that could affect that other person. And this is one of the things that I kind of feel like some of us need to be in tune with someone like him and doing the things the right way and the proper way of stuff like that. You know what I mean? So,
right.
So those are the things I worry about once these guys don't do it anymore. There's probably going to be hard to find people that do. You know what I mean? So,
right. I would like to do another panel.
Mm-hmm.
That would be kind of fun. And let's do it with, people like Kat or Moofy, if you guys would be interested in coming on. Shauna, of course, if she would be interested. Steph, maybe Heidi too. Just, not all of them like that, but I mean, just kind of throwing it out. It'd be kind of fun to have, like Moofy or Kat come on also.
Right.
If they're interested. Oh, here comes Kat. She's going to say something. Moofy's like, I'm hiding, Mail order demonologist degrees.
No, nothing
There's a
like
lot
that,
of people
Sherry.
like that.
Yeah, nothing like that, though. I'm talking about learning from someone like the Reverend, or learning the right way, doing the things the right way. Because there's a lot of people that I don't believe that are qualified in some things. You know what I mean?
It would be interesting to get people that, that aren't, oh, good. Moofy said she'll do it. Excellent. I like that. I don't know much about Moofy. I don't know if, Moof, are you into the paranormal? Do you have a team or, that kind of stuff, that would be.
Well, just letting, as even someone who, she's in the chat room, so she sees a lot of shows. I'm sure she does. You know what I mean? And her input, what she believes, I'm sure she gets a lot of views or a lot of thoughts about certain things and certain way of doing things. I'm sure she hears enough things that probably changed her mind a little bit about certain things.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Did you see what Kat wrote? I have a voice of a mime.
Ask if you're moved.
I'm the resident skeptic. Then you would be perfect to have on.
Yeah.
So let's get something set up in February, and for skiing lessons, but with an open mind. Okay, this would be a lot of fun. Let's get some people together and see what we got.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
That would be a good show. That would be a good show.
I think so. I think that would be good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Slapped in the face by a spirit and somehow blame me. Well, if you were there, I'd blame you too, Darn that, Shauna. And that's another thing that we've got to do for next summer is, we got to meet Shauna halfway so we can all do an investigation. So it's going to be Geeks and Geeks Paranormal and a calling investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And we're going to have some good ideas. We're going to try to get some good shows on for this next year of 2022.
Exactly.
Yeah. 2022. Yep. I can't believe that. That's crazy.
We've got some ideas. We're not going to throw it out yet until we know for sure if it's going to happen. Moofy's asking, what would we talk about? Well, we would talk about things of like exorcism. We'd talk about things of ghosts, Bigfoot, UFOs, beliefs, not beliefs. One thing that you would probably be believing.
Even you bringing something to the table where we could talk about, something that you have always wanted to ask. And, that's the beauty of this type of show that, that everybody can put their input into, what everybody thinks and stuff like that. I think that'd be great.
It's just like we can call it the Paranormal Roundtable.
There you go. There's a lot of round tables though.
Oh, is there?
Let's do the Paranormal Square Table. I'm just kidding.
Triangle table. Well, it depends on how many people are. Oh, I just spit all over my keyboard.
Oh, no.
That was disgusting.
Oh, my God.
Did you see that?
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I am. I think I am. I'm spitting venom.
There you go.
That really hurt. There is a lump there now.
Oh, no, Jerry.
There is a lump.
You could have watched that.
Oh.
That's not good.
Dimensions. Okay, good topic.
Yeah. See, there you go.
We have a paranormal octagon. We all show up with gloves on. Talk about quilting. Okay. Evil quilting. Maybe. Yeah, there you go. Take Benadryl. Yeah, I got plenty of Benadryl. I will as soon as we get done. That's just crazy. Why the heck would I be bit by spiders just because I kill them as soon as I see them? Well, that's the thing is, I killed one today. It was hanging out on my turlet.
Really?
That's gross. Of all the places, why would a spider hang out on your toilet? Yeah. So,
I don't want to know.
dirty-minded things been watching me.
Oh my God. Oh, that's funny.
That's funny. Yeah, revenge, Jerry. Probably.
I know. That was his little wifey you killed. Just bit you. Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, it's not a safe place. Shauna Turlet. There you go. Spiders need to poop too. Oh, ceiling cat. That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
I gotta stop looking at the chat room. These guys are hilarious.
At you. Oh,
oh my God, how much time we got left? Okay, 8 minutes. We can survive this. Oh, thank you, very little cat. Yeah.
Oh,
where is your God now? It says.
Okay, yeah, where do you find this stuff? Where do you find? I mean, come on.
She is demented. She's a very demented woman.
Oh my gosh, you guys are hilarious.
Okay, so let's go back to shows. But no, I would have to say of all of them, the Humbird was the one of the best shows that we did. It was so awesome. You know, and we're still getting a lot of flack from people from last week's show, Flat Earthers.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Huh. You really got to get those Team Flat Earthers on the show. I just
don't understand it. You know, because I did see that the Flat Earth Society had a thing out that said that they have so many members around the globe. Excuse me, the globe? I thought it was flat. What was, that is another thing that really, really was really there. And it's like, you people are just totally stupid. Oh my
gosh, the chat room is great.
Why? What'd they say now? I'm trying to stay away from them.
They're bringing pictures of spiders on the chat room.
Oh my God, Shauna. See, Kat, you are a very bad influence on people.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, so no, he hasn't turned into Spider-Man yet, guys. No leotards yet.
No leotards.
Nothing's happening except for the spit coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, Flat Earthers, they're threatening to toss you over the edge. That's true. That is really true. But no, getting back to seriousness, people. I don't even know what the heck we're talking about.
Is that dead air, Jerry?
Yeah, it's dead air. This is dead air. This is, they got me now. Oh my God. Did anybody get a chance to take a check on the Chubby Bunny Challenge?
Oh my gosh, don't look at that.
Oh, look at him, you guys. Kimberly's funny.
Oh, no.
As a matter of fact, I think she still got her in there. Oh,
I still talk like that. I just plain talk like I got marshmallows in my mouth all the time. Oh my gosh.
So yeah.
Yeah, and if you guys want us to talk about certain topics for next year, you guys should let us know what we should be talking about, because I think that would even, like dimensions. Yes, we should talk about dimensions.
Dimensions, yep. Another one too that people liked, which I really like talking about, is past lives and reincarnation.
Yeah, that
was a good show that we had. I really liked that one.
That was a good show. Who was it as our guest for the past lives? Was it
nobody? It was just us.
Okay. Because I thought we had somebody that was talking about it a little bit, about past lives.
No. We should probably ask Echo to come on and talk about past lives.
That'd be nice.
That'd be a
good show. Mm-hmm.
Yep. That would be very interesting. Yeah. Jesus Christ, people, stop with the spiders.
Oh my gosh, look at those big-eyed spiders on there.
Yeah, well, I keep looking around. I'm feeling like he's got an army around here, and they're like, we attack at 8:00. You know, they're all anyway. So Kim, what is like? Does your kids ever think about the show, and do they ever give you any kind of pointers on it or anything?
You know, when I first started the show and everything, they really didn't believe it until Jazz came on. When Jazz came on, then she just thought it was the greatest thing ever, you know, that I could be doing, you know. And the thing is that when we first, well, I was into the paranormal since, like I tell you, I was a child. I've had experiences, loved the paranormal, would watch all the different shows and everything. And like I said, I didn't have anything to do, and I decided to get a team together, decided to do something. And my kids were like, okay, Mom, you're nuts up about this point, you know, because Mom has nothing to do, you know. So I did it, and they're just surprised. And now doing the show is even more so, you know. They just think it's so cool. And then the conventions that we do sometimes, and, you know, different things we do. And like the Hamburg, you know, when we get evidence, my daughter, well, Jasmine was at Hamburg. So she was blown away, you know, of the things that were caught.
You know, it's so funny because your daughter, if you have your back turned and your daughter's talking, it sounds just like you.
Oh, really? Well, we even saw pictures where somebody said, oh, my God, I thought you were your daughter. You know, even I think in Hamburg they were telling us that. Oh, I thought you were Jasmine. You know? So, yeah. So she thinks it's interesting. Well, Jasmine, she's always liked it. You know what I mean? She's always been around me, you know, quite a bit. And so has Dorothy, so total supporters. But my son was the other one that really likes it. And he thinks it's pretty crazy. So, yeah, I have a good support team.
Does your son go out and do any kind of investigating with you?
You know, he did one investigation with me, and he was so blown away by it, it freaked him out. And after that, he stopped. But he knows of places, like he wants me to go up to San Francisco because there's a historical, very much historic out there where he's at. He's in the district area of San Francisco. And he says it's just nothing but old buildings and old things, and he knows that people getting into these places, stuff like that. So, yeah, hopefully maybe I'll get some stuff still going for this year, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Now, Dorothy, she doesn't do as much investigating as her sister, right?
No, not as much because she's always working. So, but she's the supporter. She's the backbone of Cat Paranormal. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I wish Casey would have kept going with it. She is really good. So, okay, we're coming to the end there. We can hear the music going off. We appreciate all you guys. Happy New Year, and Moofy will get in touch with you. And let's get this nailed down. Steph and Kat and Shauna, thank you all so much.
Yes,
thank you guys. Thank you, Sarge. You're the best. And you all have a great New Year's, and be safe, and drink the tequila, scalp, and swallow that worm. Talk to you later. See you next week.